Hello buddies and welcome to the Davis Cup Season 4. We are gonna watch the second semi-final between TRiBaL Warrior and Barbarian. Yesterday we played Maya against Promi, won by Maya 4-0. Second I will put few music. Okay, so as I did yesterday for Maya and Promi, we will check first the performance of TRiBaL and Barbarian in the previous stage. We can start by, let's say, TRiBaL. So at the start TRiBaL was seeded 3 and it was in the group F against Viper, Pantheon and Boss, and TRiBaL managed to lose one game against Pantheon, but it was overall an easy group, I would say, for TRiBaL. And after that it reached the group B, in which we had the seeded number 2 Promi, the seeded number 5 The Horde, which are two monsters in the AI's community, and Eager Revenge, which was the surprise of this tournament. Definitely, it was really close to reach the semi-final. It got the same amount of points than Promi, but it lost 4-0 against Promi. That's why Promi reached the second position and could reach the semi-final. So TRiBaL did fine, I would say. In the contrary of the previous tournament, I mean the Master of AI2 and the Fan Crazy tournament, in which TRiBaL Warrior had some bugs which looked to be fixed, actually, fortunately I would say, and it helped TRiBaL to get the first position after having beaten 3-1 Promi and 3-1 The Horde. But it lost 5 games in this group, and Barbarian, his side, was undefeated during the 3 previous seasons, and one AI was able to break this crazy statistic. It was Maya. In fact, after having had a really easy group in the stage 2 against Maximus, Vesravana and The Unknown, with each single game won, it joined the group A, and at the first day it lost 3-1 against Maya, and after this Barbarian managed to win 4-0 against the whole other opponents. So we will see against TRiBaL if Barbarian is able to keep winning the games before the final, which could be against Maya. Let's see. So I am myself the scripter of TRiBaL Warrior. I showed that I am a good bettor because I did win the betting challenge, and I would say that TRiBaL could win, well, let's say one or two games, I don't know, but I would be upset if TRiBaL lost 4-0. Yes, we need to keep in mind that TRiBaL against Barbarian was the final of the Davis Cup 3, and Barbarian did win 4-0 against TRiBaL, so let's say that it's a revenge for TRiBaL. So it is the moment to launch the first game, which will be the 1 versus 1. It's team random, at least. This is a best of 7, so the first games will be 1v1, 2v2, 3v3 and 4v4, and after this we can have 3 other potential games, I mean 2v2, 4v4, 1v1. So this said, I think that we can start. I'm just checking something. Yes, so Velgor Carnage, as I told, it can't be 2-2 the final score. It's a best of 7. Let's go. And this is Celt versus Celt, okay. I just did work on a new AI which is called Woody Woodpecker. It's an AI made for Forest Northing, and it plays Celt, especially Celt, because I think that playing Forest Northing with a good sieve concerning the wood can be interesting. But anyway, I actually have no idea what Barbarian would do as Celt. It has various strategies. It's difficult to bet what it's gonna do. As TRiBaL, it clearly is the same strategy, regardless the civilization. Okay, it looks like the scout is already going to lure the deer to the TC. Barbarian side. And TRiBaL side, the deers are kind of too far from the TC. So there will be no attempt by TRiBaL, which is already going to... Yes. It's keep exploring its home. And okay, Barbarian is for researching Feudal Age with 25 pop. So no rush here. Okay, it will be men at arm. Interesting. Men at arm plus probably some ranged units. It found its opponent. So let's see how strong is gonna be the first assault sent by Barbarian. At least it can hurt. Oh, it was close to kill the first villagers, which was low HP. And at the same time, TRiBaL is already training some skirmishers. And the lumber camp should be down, unless the skirmishers do the job. And Barbarian managed to keep its 3 men at arm alive. Okay, eventually one is down, the other one too. And TRiBaL is starting to attack. Well, it's luring the scout, which is not great. Oh, good job, the scout. And Barbarian should have already a good economy because it's training pure arches. And this scout is really annoying for TRiBaL. Okay, so let's see. Barbarian is already researching wheelbarrow. And TRiBaL is coming with its whole army. Okay, wheelbarrow is researched by TRiBaL 2. Barbarian has 3 more villagers than its opponent. And well, surprisingly, Barbarian, which is still in feudal age, has low food. And the military population is almost the same actually. Okay, the game is actually really balanced, but the Barbarian's economy wasn't hurt that much. Oh, Tribal Warrior is actually researching Castle Age. It can be an edge advantage already. Let's check the economy Barbarian side. Yeah, it's still really far from researching Castle. Okay, let's see what the sneaky archers are gonna do. $27 in it for Barbarian against 20. Oh, Barbarian just go back and is researching Castle Age. So it's probably the moment for TRiBaL to hurt Barbarian, because it's gonna have the elite skirmishers, which can help a lot. Few knights too. The famous Celt knights without bloodline. Okay, it's clearly the moment for TRiBaL to put a big pressure on its opponent. And I think that Barbarian is probably gonna, yes, is gonna research elite skirmishers. It makes sense. And Barbarian is keeping having 1 TC, while Barbarian is already focusing on the economy. Okay, let's see what Knights can do. It has already scalbarding. Okay, the population is almost the same, but TRiBaL is winning this battle. Three TCs now for Barbarian against 3 TC for TRiBaL. Okay. The civilian population is the same. Now it's all about the capacity of TRiBaL to harass its opponent. And monks plus onagers can be a good idea, in fact, for Barbarian. Okay, TRiBaL has a specific DUC against the onager with the knights, so at least it helps. And actually the good point for TRiBaL is the fact that it's not hurt at all. It's just sending its units and keep pressing. Oh, this... Oh, okay, this town center just... Okay, now 15 civilian population more for TRiBaL, so it means that the harassment is clearly working. Some more ramps are coming. Yes, go TRiBaL! Come on! Could be a great first game for TRiBaL. At least I did not want TRiBaL to lose 4-0 against Barbarian, so this game is promising, I would say. But Barbarian is defending pretty well, as usual. The monks are doing a good job. And at least the knights are full upgraded. Iron casting plus Shenbarding, that helped a lot. And I think that TRiBaL is going to win this first game. It's close to be full pop, and it's researching Imperial Age. Barbarian, is it going to say GG? And what's the main unit for the Celt? At least it should be Wood Riders. Yes, it is researching the elite Wood Riders, so it has already few ones, I guess. And it looks like Barbarian don't wanna resign. Okay, the Wood Riders are here, full upgraded. It should be the victorious assault for TRiBaL. Yeah, the Barbarian population is actually decreasing a lot. Wow, okay, GG. And in fact, TRiBaL was confident because it was already getting the resource of the enemy. Well, I was surprised. I really thought that Barbarian would have a better economy in late feudal age after having gone for men at arms plus archers. Okay, so 1-0 for TRiBaL. Now we're gonna start next one. Well, I think that in the late feudal age, TRiBaL just hurt the military units of its opponent. Okay, so let's say that already TRiBaL did better than in the previous Davis Cup. At least it's definitely not the same version. I've got a saved version of TRiBaL Warrior which played the Davis Cup 3, and I have to say that this current version is really stronger. While Barbarian has its updated version 1.5, which wasn't the case in the season 3. So let's go for the 2 versus 2. So the civilization are Saracen and Japanese. So maybe you can hear the sound of my Discord. Second, I will close it, or it will disturb you, I guess. Okay, so we've got Saracen versus Saracen this side, and Japanese versus Japanese other side. At least I know that Barbarian has a good coordination in 2 versus 2. It's the case of the Horde, for example, or Promi. TRiBaL is like Maya concerning the coordination in 2v2. It just doesn't exist. At least it does exist in team games 3v3 and 4v4, but I definitely think that no coordination can sometimes help. I mean, for example, when one AI is supporting its ally, I notice that sometimes the not attacked TRiBaL find a good opportunity to attack his side. So that's why I never worked on a coordination in 2v2. And anyway, TRiBaL is made to be really aggressive. So to help the ally is definitely not an aggressive attitude. I think that Amalon can hear this. And Jason, I think that your strategy anti-skirmishers is really interesting. At least it will force me to find a K to counter this counter strategy. And Ambulant, I'm still waiting your new AI to play the Forest Nothing. My AI is actually ready. I'll post it probably tomorrow. And I have to say that I had to watch Forest Nothing played by my AI during hours and hours today, and it was just horrible. Okay, so Teal is drushing. It's definitely a strategy which doesn't work against TRiBaL. I did work on this, and the villager which has a low HP will retreat to not die. It's the case, for example, of this villager. So that way, the most of the time, the drush doesn't work against TRiBaL. And surprisingly, both of the Barbarian dressed the same opponent. So it means that that the blue player was safe. And red is already starting to attack. And this failed drush offers here the opportunity of TRiBaL to attack first with the military advantage both sides. Barbarian is doing defensive tower. I definitely think that the previous version of Barbarian didn't build towers. I mean, not that way. Okay, so blue side it's kind of a balanced war, while red is clearly dominating its opponent actually. Well, fortunately for teal, the gold is not exposed. But red will have some trouble to gather the stone used for the building of its tower. And while blue, I'm not sure that blue found the town center of its opponent. There is special direct unit control to counter, well, to circle around the tower, but it definitely needs to know where is the town center, so that's why it has this stupid behavior. Okay, well, it did find the town center. And it definitely can work because purple has a military disadvantage actually. So the economy is hurt both sides, but not that much because when we look at the civilian population, it's almost the same. But it's just because TRiBaL used many more economy to train its range units. Okay, I would say that this fight is crucial for Barbarian. Well, it looked to work. Okay, very well done by teal, which defended pretty well, but TRiBaL is actually researching castle. And it looks like teal wanted to help purple, but it eventually retreated. Okay, so the military is almost the same for the wall allies. Teal has a few more units than red, but red is going to research elite skirmishers, and we can expect knights in actually one stable. Okay, Bodkin Arrow is researched too. Okay, teal is researching castle, but purple looks to be late. Well, it's late, but it has almost 10 more civilian population. So it would be a good idea for blue to attack purple right now. Okay, it's the case. That's good, TRiBaL. You hear me? And let's see if those few knights can already hurt the lumberjack. Okay, that can hurt a lot. Oh, especially because red is going to attack in a very bad moment. Oh, but teal is retreating. Oh, it's so bad for teal. It could have hurt so much. Okay, Shandbarding is actually researched by red, that can help a lot. And let's see what blue is going to do. The game is still really close. The military population is almost the same for the civilian population. Okay, but teal goes for a lot of crossbows, at least it's good against knights. But it will need to care with the elite skirmishers. Well, teal is defending pretty well. But purple... yeah, purple lost almost its whole units. Shambarding research for blue. We don't see any knight barbarian side. Okay, so teal is coming to help purple in a good coordination. And I wouldn't be surprised that red is gonna start to attack. It could be a great moment for red. Come on, red. Yeah, it looks like red stays defensive because teal has 60 military population. Okay, teal is eventually targeting red. Let's see, it can be interesting. Red has one mangonel, many skirmishers, few knights. And teal and red are researching the Imperial Age. Blue is actually in a bad situation. So it's up to red. Well, red managed to win the battle. There is now the opportunity of a counter-attack, maybe. Oh, those many villagers which are not running in the good direction. Okay, blue looks to be late. Purple is researching Imperial. Red is definitely not in a bad position. It's almost full population. It will need some trebuchets, but yes, it doesn't have any. Yes, it does have a castle. Okay. Okay, blue won't be that late in the Imperial Age research. Okay, so it's turning in an Imperial fight in which Barbarian is supposed to be stronger than TRiBaL. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that red is trying to escort resources for the elite samurai, so it wouldn't be a good moment for red to lose its castle. Okay, it does have one castle back. Okay, so the push now is crazy to the side. Okay, purple has elite Mamluk, so has blue in few seconds. Okay, and red has Elite Samurai, but I think that it's too late anyway, till he's actually destroying the economy of the red player. And the same thing is happening on the other side. And Barbarian has already 41 and 43 trade cards. And TRiBaL should resign pretty soon. So the score is 1-1. Let me change the score. So we will have another 2v2 because at least TRiBaL won one game, so in case Barbarian wins the two next games, we would have a 2v2 as the fifth match, so there will be a revenge. Well, electricity, it happens sometimes in fact. I would say that in 1v1 and 2v2 it's really close between TRiBaL and Barbarian. In team games Barbarian managed to be stronger, especially because the pockets are really strong with an economy that is just crazy. Okay, so TRiBaL versus Barbarian 3v3, score is 1-1. The song is epic, so everything is fine. Let's go. Celt again, Japanese again, and Chinese. So, TRiBaL side we've got Chinese pocket, and same for Barbarian. And we've got Celt versus Celt side, Japanese against Japanese versus other side. It can't be more balanced. It looks like green didn't have a superstar start. It has one villager less than the other AIs. Oh, I didn't notice the chip bugging cheese and toast. Maybe because I'm used to see that while I'm watching TRiBaL playing. So actually, the whole TRiBaL has deer close to the TC. Green has just some problems to lure his damn deer which is just refusing to go die. And Barbarian side. Yep. They got deer too. Okay, eventually. Good job, Green. So, purple goes for Drush, which will be a Man-at-Arm rush. Oh, that can hurt a lot the blue player if it comes to attack the builders, but it looks like it is giving the time. Well, I would say that TRiBaL was lucky. Okay, 2 villagers dead for blue. The Man-at-Arm rush did work pretty well. Did red find Teal? I'm not sure. It tends to attack grey, which is not great. Or maybe worse, it's maybe attacking purple. I don't know. Well, okay, it did find Teal, so it should retarget. It should, I said. But it won't. Okay, so Teal went for a full arches. And green was really slow in researching castle. It probably felt badly its Dark Age. Second, I will change the music. Okay, so let's keep playing this. Oh, Teal is really fast in researching castle for having gone for full arches. And crossbows is researched. Well, fortunately for red, it has a lot of units. And it goes for crossbows. I would say that my pocket, the green player, is definitely not doing a great game. Well, this Onager can make a lot of damage. Okay, green is targeting actually grey player. Grey has more units than green, so it shouldn't hurt too much. Okay, TV is researching Imperial Age. Grey is already in Imperial, it's researching Cavaliers. Okay, so we can expect Arbalest pretty soon for Teal, which is supported by Grey. Well, purple is pretty slow down, but it has the super scorpions against archers and spearmen. And red is probably gonna die soon. Okay, red is almost dead. And grey is almost everywhere. Great coordination by Barbarian. So heavy camel plus Shukunu for green. It's the same army composition for Barbarian, but Barbarian has already the Elite Sugar Noob plus Jägers. So now it's 2v2, 2v1 on green. Well, I think that I will give the admin win to Barbarian anyway, because it will take a certain time to blue to resign, because it still has a lot of population. But I would say that green didn't have a good castle edge time. It ran castle almost at the 19 minutes, something like that, which is pretty bad. Okay, so this is GG for Barbarian. Score is actually 2-1. And we're gonna watch the 4 versus 4 now. Let's go. So we've got Teutonic Hands, Mayan, Travel Side Mayan is flank, Japanese enhancers are pockets, and Teutonic is flank. And in the opposite side, well, we've got Japanese flank, hands plus Teutonic pocket for Barbarian, and Mayan flank. So Barbarian has 2 Paladin Sieve as pocket. Well, to answer your question, TRiBaL is always very long to load. Oh, the knights are working together to kill the blue scout. there was here good coordination. I guess that Barbarian scouts are trying to find a low HP villager. Okay, I didn't notice that rush. Well, two militians are already, no, one militia is already low HP. Oh, it managed to kill one villager, which was already low HP, I guess. Okay, it was definitely time for TRiBaL to have the skirmishers, because those militias are really annoying, I would say. Okay, so Grey went for pure archers against skirmishers. There is here a clear opportunity for TRiBaL. And fortunately TRiBaL has a heal advantage against Orange. Okay, red is already coming with knight, same for green. And purple managed to have already C knight against 5 for red. And surprisingly, I don't know why it's just retreating. Okay, it will be a hard time for yellow now. The skirmishers are found by purple. And well, as usual, Barbarian's pockets are doing a great job with a super coordination between flanks and pockets. But Grey is actually under the pressure. I would say that red doesn't have a good... Oh no, okay, it's pocket. Oh, there is a small trouble with the knights, which are not moving. Well, yellow is already almost dead. 20 population. Orange is having fun with its DUC. And purple is maintaining a super pressure on yellow. And green is actually trying to hurt the pocket. It didn't work that well in the 3 versus 3, but let's try again. So purple is actually in castle, grey is in feudal age, well it's in imperial age I mean, grey is in feudal age, yellow is dead, grey is in a bad shape, but it was helped once again by teal and a great coordination. Well, grey is eventually dead, but in the other side things are not turning good for TRiBaL. Red is almost dead. Oh, and we've got already the Elite Eagles warrior for one side. So blue is researching cavaliers. At least the two Paladin civilization tribal sites are the one which are doing a good game here. Well, but the Eagle Warrior are actually raiding.
Du bois, merci.
So Barbarian is actually winning 3-1, but it needs 4 games to get the victory. GG. Well, I have to say that I didn't expect that much in 4v4. Okay, so at least we need to keep dreaming. So let's say that the 2 versus 2 can be for TRiBaL. Go TRiBaL, let's go. Mayan plus Britain, interesting. We noticed that in the game before, in the 4 vs 4, overall TRiBaL as flank did good, but the pockets Barbarian side were really strong. And look, Chizonto, this is for you, this buggy chip, just to make you nervous. Maybe scripter, you need to teach me how to help against the lake when my sheep are exploring. And so we've got Mayan versus Britain each side. Did TRiBaL find this boar? Not sure. I guess it didn't. Fortunately, we've got some deers close to the TC. Blue has just a terrible map with so crap forest. I've got already an excuse in case TRiBaL don't win this game. But honestly guys, what do you think about this map? Barbarian has really better maps, I would say. So what is going to be the strategy Barbarian side? Some militias as usual. Boss side, which will be men at arms. Run, run, villager. Oh, okay, this villager just wanted to die. And Barbarian is doubling red. Come on, villager. 1 HP. Okay, so let's see now. At least red was in a big trouble during a long time. Blue has a shitty map, but it has an edge army, so let's see. The harassment can start over the purple player. This is the time of the revenge for TRiBaL. And purple has 2 military population only, but it has a good and safe wood. Okay, that can hurt a lot. Three villagers died. And blue managed to keep pressing purple, which has more villagers than its opponent. And red is actually the military advantage, but the hill is clearly at the advantage of Barbarian, forcing TRiBaL to retreat. And well, blue is actually researching castle. Let's check the economy actually. So red looks to have a better economy than teal. I mean it's more balanced. Just a few gold is missing. Teal doesn't have a market. Okay. And okay, red had a market. It helped a lot to balance the economy, and it's actually researching castle. Blue is maintaining the pressure, this time with elite skirmishers. So it will be interesting to see if teal goes for Eagle's warriors. It has actually 2 barracks plus 3 archeries. And blue as Britain goes for 1 stable. It is researching elite skirmishers. Well, purple looks dead. This ram should help to definitely kill purple. And let's see if teal is able to help purple at time. The problem is actually teal has a lot of crossbows while blue has a lot of skirmishers. Okay, I would say that blue just destroys the TC at time. And at least Teal is losing units. Oh, Purple is building a defensive tower, which is protecting almost nothing. I agree with you, Roman. It's useless to help a dead ally. Oh, this town center is definitely not a good position. And Purple has actually 9 units, 4 civilian population, and actually no military. Let's check the economy actually. Well, TRiBaL is far from researching castle, Imperial Age. It has a goal, but it has half the food. And Red has a few more villagers than Teal. It's really close between Teal and Red. And eventually Blue is researching the Imperial Age, so the game looks to be over. It means that we have a 6th game which is coming, guys. The score is gonna be 3-2 after this game. Yes, Renek, we've got a 4 versus 4 which is coming. And in case something miraculous is happening, we would have a 1 versus 1 as the last game. But as you noticed, Barbarian is really strong in 4v4 compared to TRiBaL. Well, Elite Eagle Warrior is still laking because TRiBaL is actually focusing on the Grim Arches upgrade with Chemistry actually. And Red is in Imperial Age. It will go for Longbowmen plus probably Cavaliers because it has a lot of knights. Well, Scripter, I definitely would have liked to see 1v1 because TRiBaL has more opportunities to win against Barbarian in 1v1, but the next game is 4v4. But like you, I hope we will have a 1v1. It will mean that TRiBaL is able to reach the gap between it and Barbarian in the score. Well, for weird reasons, blue keep attacking the mining countries which are really far from the town of the teal player. GG. Okay, do you guys remember at the start of the set I said that as the better I am, I bet 4-2 for Barbarian. It looks like I'm gonna win the betting challenge once again. But well, let's see. To win a 4 versus 4 TRiBaL needs to have good paladin sieve as pockets. Let's go. What are you arguing, Amalon, once again? That's wrong, Amalon. The part I failed in my betting was especially the games in which my AIs were playing. Okay, so we've got Aztec and Hans as pocket for TRiBaL and Breton and Spanish as flank. Other side we've got Hans and Aztec as pocket for Barbarian and Breton and Spanish as flank, so this time it's really balanced, I would say. I would say it can be interesting to see Barbarian as Aztec, especially if it's boom, because TRiBaL has a specific rule to target the Aztec boomer. But I'm not sure that Barbarian would boom as Aztec. I saw it many times going for Eagle Warriors in Castle Age. So let's see. So this time can I blame the map? Maybe. Well, overall this time TRiBaL has good maps, I have to admit this. So I will have to find another excuse. Oh, Barbarian's pocket goes for militians. Well, the way is really long because Grey is targeting green. So, okay, green goes for skirmishers as usual. Okay, I would say that this rush is a fail. There was almost no idle for green villagers. Let's see what's going on to the side. It goes for archers plus skirmishers. The tower won't be built at time, maybe? Well, it will, but it lost one villager. Oh, 3 villagers now. I'm surprised that Barbarian doesn't delete the tower. It lost 3 villagers to finish that tower. So, what Grey is gonna do? That is the question. Is it gonna boom? No, I think that it will go for eagles, yeah. Because the +1 defense is researched. And okay, red is coming. It detected that green wasn't attacking, so it just stay defensive with green. I actually don't know why green isn't attacking. Okay, this is a coordination. Well, Grey is booming with 3 GCs and few eagles. If the eagles target the Aztec boomer blue side, it can be a really interesting decision for Barbarian, and at least it could work. Yes, it's what it is doing. Okay, yellow is retreating because it is researching castle. Let's say that the assault sent by the grey player didn't work that much. Well, it killed few units. But anyway, grey is booming while training those eagles, and we can see that it has the same amount of civilian population than blue, which is just booming with few monks. Okay, now red needs to attack. Come on, red. What are you doing? Okay, purple has 44 units. That may hurt a lot. If it comes on green, green is probably GG. Okay, red is researching Imperial Age, but it's really late. I don't know why purple is not using its wall units. 50 units actually. It could kill anyone. Okay, the hurting aggression is coming purple side. It is targeting green, which is already really busy. And TRiBaL went for Jaguars. In a certain point, orange was in a bad situation, but it is recovering actually. Well, red managed to keep green alive, but it's turning really hard. Other side blue is trying hard against teal. It's actually pushing teal out. Okay, orange is actually researching Imperial Age. That will make the difference, because it didn't attack for a while, making the game almost 3 versus 3, because yellow is dead. And Elite Jaguar is still missing for blue. But I think that the trade is really bad for TRiBaL. I don't see any trade cards, well, few only. While Barbarian side, there are almost 40 trade cards. It makes an huge difference. Still no Elite Jaguar for blue. Well, it has no gold, at least, without red cards. Well, the problem is that both of the flanks are in castle anyway. Green recovered a bit, but the whole Barbarian has in Imperial actually. Well, I think that it's official now. Barbarian will reach the final of the Davis Cup 4. I have to say that I'm happy to have played against the Barbarian. It was a revenge of the final of the Davis Cup Season 3. And this time TRiBaL was able to get 2 victories against the Barbarian, which is already an achievement for me. And so we've got a small final between Promi and TRiBaL, and the big final is between Maya and Barbarian. I would say that this final was expected, especially after having seen the games between Maya and Barbarian in the previous stage. We all wanted to see the revenge of Barbarian over Maya. Yes, TRiBaL won a 1 versus 1 and a 2 versus 2. That's almost what I wanted to watch. So it's time now to have a look about the bracket. Okay, so Promi and TRiBaL already played against each other in this stage 3. TRiBaL did win 3-1 against Promi, and Maya did already play against Barbarian in the group A, and Maya won 3-1 against Barbarian. So, okay, this to show that at the main time I'm streaming games for the season 4, I am getting the statistics. Here are the game won, the game lost, and added to the previous seasons, it will give me the opportunity to prepare already the seeded placement for the Davis Cup 5. So Barbarian should stay the seeded 1, regardless what's going to happen in the final of the Davis Cup 4. And Maya should, well, the second win 12 points. So with 12 points, you can already be between, let's say, the 6th and the 8th seed. So Maya will have to wait a bit more to be in the top 3 of the Davis Cup series. Well, yes, I forgot to say that the result obtained in the season 1 will be won't count, I mean, for the Davis Cup 5, because at least there were a lot of outdated AIs which got some points, while many of the strong AIs didn't exist. It was like 3 years ago, something like that, or maybe 4. Okay, so I think that the finals should be played this weekend. So thank you for having watched, people, and see you. Bye bye.